Good, everybody. You already know. All is one. All is well. Can't have it no other way. You feel me? That's right. So, welcome. We're gonna talk about self-defense. That's one of the favorite things I like to, focus on in my life at this point in time. You dig? Self-defense goes with self-preservation. It is what it is, right? They say, the best offense is a good defense. I'm a former, football player as well as athlete, and basketball as well as, martial arts, you know what I'm saying? I'm always understanding, the tactics and techniques and procedures of, how we live on this planet. I'm also a former military member myself. So understanding, strategy, operations, and tactical natures of things in combat is very important. You have to have that as a part of your life skills. Everybody has to know that. That's why I encourage everybody out there, and I'll send the information as well. That's one thing that we're about in Each One Teach One, and know thyself is to basically be able to be at one with nature and everything around us by having that balance. And that balance is, I believe, is attained through actually applying it through understanding self-defense measures, right? Protecting yourself, right? You have to protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a right to protect themselves. You know what I'm saying? All living beings have that right. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's important to understand the laws that govern that, because that's what law is supposed to be about, right? It's about protecting property, protecting people, you know what I'm saying? Protecting ideas, you know what I'm saying? What we call intellectual property. Boom. We got to self-defend everything, and even in cyber. That's one of our other platforms that we're going to be pushing, the cyber shooters, is to teach everybody about self-defending their data. You know what I'm saying? Understanding security aspects of assuring that everything about you and everything that you own and all your property and the people you care about is secure. So self-defense is many things. But the key to this focus now of self-defense has to be at a mental level. So mental self-defense is what I'm really going to break down real quick. Mental self-defense is basically controlling your reactions by not reacting but only responding to threats. You understand? Risk management. So what I mean by that is, you look at how your life is all around the things that you do, and you are able to project and predict if certain things have the ability to stunt your growth or to prevent you from being at your best self-esteem, your highest self-esteem. And so what you do is you either deter it, you stop the risk, or you accept the risk, right? And when you accept the risk, you got to learn how to mitigate the risk, right? How to create countermeasures. That's what we call them, to counter it, right? Counter is, in martial arts, a move that's a counter is basically when someone is trying to do a move on you, you basically are giving way, and instead of going against that move, you're countering it by moving with that move to now create a new move, right? So that's how we got to do. We got to do mental self-defense, also known as psychic self-defense. We have to know that. The psychic is meaning aware, right? And in the psychic aspect of it is you got to understand you speak to yourself in your head. That speaking to yourself in your head is a form of telepathy. Your consciousness, that voice that you hear in your head of you speaking in your head, that's a gift that you have. That's telepathy, right? You know what I'm saying? You basically, have the ability to talk to your higher self. So your higher self has answers because your higher self gives you the affirmations. It confirms for you that you are able to protect yourself and defeat any obstacle or adapt to any adversity that comes your way. Because that's the key in this. It's adaptation, We have to adapt to our circumstances in life. We can't just, give up. We have to be strong when we do things out here. You know what I mean? And what use is your life if you're not going to take the time to actually enjoy it through quality, right? And the only way to enjoy it through quality is to protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? So the very first thing that you're going to do for this mental alchemy, right, of protecting yourself is going to be, number one, you're going to look at your life from a retrospective outlook on the things you did in the past, right? In the situations, right, that made you not happy, that made you cry, right? To the situations that made you laugh, right? Like in a movie Training Day, you know what I'm saying? All we really have is our laughs and cries, right? So you got to think about it. Those are your memories. And then you can go back to that, and then you can start creating a predictive outlook on what can you do better. What places can you go to get more in tune with yourself? And the number one key is nature. They'll show you in some martial art movies, they'll always show you, a master or a student that wants to learn an art form. They go into nature to train and practice, right? So you got to start doing that. Go into nature, taking nature walks, nature hikes, you know what I'm saying? Going and building with people. That's one of the ways that, you know what I'm saying, you can attain how things are observed and how nature keeps itself preserved. You feel me? And when you see that, you can start emulating that. That energy, that ether starts going in you, and you feel more confident. When you go into nature, you ground that energy, that ether energy all around the trees, the leaves, you know what I'm saying, the different other life forms and life forces out there. It gives you more energy and life force. So when you go back into what we call society in the civilized sense, in the city or urban community, then you are able to have that energy and that focus to attain your goals and focusing on how to defend yourself in a threatful atmosphere that could leave you vulnerable to anything, depending on your certain situation and circumstances. So self-defense is all about adaptability. You know what I'm saying? And if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. You know what I'm saying? So that's the key. Everybody's going to focus on always being prepared, right? Proper preparation prevents poor performance, right? Always remember that. You know what I'm saying? So you stay self-determined, self-aware, right? And self-motivated. You understand? And that way, you're always ready for anything. You're always prepared, right, for any disaster, and you can recover from it, right? So that's the key out here, to self-defend yourself. Everybody has a right to do that. You understand? Self-defense is the key to life, right? The best offense is a good defense. Always remember that. And that's it right there. Catch you on the next ride. All is one, all is well. Peace.